Join me as I dive into the debate and challenge myself to figure out if Ben Shapiro really believes Elon Musk isn't racist. Ben Shapiro and Elon Musk are two of the most influential figures of our time, and their views on various topics have sparked intense debates online. Lately, Musk's views on race have come under scrutiny, with many accusing him of racism. But what's interesting is that Ben Shapiro has publicly defended Musk, claiming that he's not a racist. But does Shapiro really believe this, or is he just trying to appease his audience? Understanding whether Ben Shapiro genuinely believes Elon Musk is not racist is a challenging task. It requires us to dig deep into Shapiro's comments and writings about Musk, as well as Musk's own public statements and actions. It's also important to consider the implications of Shapiro's stance on this issue. If Shapiro truly believes Musk isn't racist, then we need to ask ourselves why he's ignoring the overwhelming evidence that suggests otherwise. And if Shapiro is just trying to defend Musk for personal or political gain, then that raises even more questions about his credibility as a commentator. The implications of Shapiro's belief go beyond just Musk himself. If Shapiro is willing to downplay or ignore Musk's racist tendencies, then what other forms of discrimination is he willing to overlook? This is especially concerning given Shapiro's own history of making controversial comments about marginalized groups. It's crucial that we examine Shapiro's motives and the potential consequences of his actions. Shapiro's defense of Musk also raises questions about his own political ideology. As a self-proclaimed conservative, Shapiro often presents himself as a champion of reason and logic. But if he's willing to ignore the evidence and defend someone like Musk, then what does that say about his commitment to those values? Is Shapiro more interested in defending his friends and allies than in upholding the principles of justice and equality? Delving into Ben Shapiro's recent comments about Elon Musk reveals a fascinating pattern. Shapiro has consistently downplayed Musk's more controversial statements, often by framing them as anti-woke or anti-PC. This strategy allows Shapiro to position himself as a champion of free speech, while also avoiding any real criticism of Musk's views. But what's concerning is that Shapiro rarely provides any meaningful analysis of Musk's statements or their implications. Instead, he simply dismisses criticism of Musk as left-wing hysteria or cancel culture. Musk's background and public statements related to race are also crucial to understanding Shapiro's defense of him. Musk has a long history of making controversial statements about race and ethnicity, from his infamous N-word tweet to his more recent comments about diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. While Musk has occasionally apologized for his statements, he's also shown a pattern of deflecting criticism and blaming others for his mistakes. Given this context, it's surprising that Shapiro would defend Musk's views on race without providing any real analysis or critique. Shapiro's defense of Musk also ignores the broader cultural context in which Musk's statements are received. As a wealthy and influential figure, Musk's words carry significant weight, and his views on race have real-world consequences. By downplaying Musk's racist tendencies, Shapiro is effectively contributing to a culture of denial and ignorance, where racism is seen as no big deal. Revealing the most compelling evidence or argument that either supports or contradicts Shapiro's stance on Musk's views about race requires a closer examination of Musk's public statements. One of the most damning pieces of evidence is Musk's own tweet about the N-word, which sparked widespread outrage and condemnation. While Musk later apologized for the tweet, the incident highlights his penchant for making inflammatory statements that often have racist undertones. Another piece of evidence is Musk's response to criticism of his views on diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Instead of engaging with the substance of the criticism, Musk has consistently deflected and dismissed his critics as woke or SJWs. This kind of rhetoric is reminiscent of Shapiro's own style, where he often uses pejorative labels to discredit his opponents rather than engaging with their arguments. Furthermore, Musk's views on race are often reflected in his business practices and policies. For example, Tesla has faced numerous lawsuits and complaints about racial discrimination in the workplace. While Musk has denied these allegations, the pattern of complaints suggests a deeper problem with Tesla's corporate culture. Shapiro's defense of Musk ignores these broader issues, instead focusing on the narrow question of whether Musk is personally racist. In conclusion, the question of whether Ben Shapiro really believes Elon Musk isn't racist remains unclear. What is clear, however, is that Shapiro's defense of Musk is based on a flawed understanding of the issues and a willingness to downplay or ignore the evidence. As we move forward, it's essential that we critically examine the views and actions of influential figures like Shapiro and Musk, and that we demand more accountability and transparency from our public intellectuals. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments about Shapiro's views on Musk. If you want to explore more videos on this topic, check out our video on the intersection of politics and ideology.